7414. Okay. All right.
And another one, 78.
78. All right. So let's talk about it. Does anyone know any of the English ones? Have you heard of any of these English ones?
The Vibe and IDK, OMG.
IDK, does anybody know what that means?
I don't care.
I don't know, right? It means I don't know. Like when you're texting, I don't know. IDK. OMG, what does that mean? OMG. Oh my God. Okay. BRB. Be right back. Yeah, so you're like in the middle of it, and then you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, BRB. I'll be right back, right? LOL, everybody knows that one, right? Laugh out loud. TBH. To be honest. To be honest, like, to be honest, I don't like English class. You know? TBH. BTW. Does anybody know? By the way, I hate math too. Right? Not gonna lie, NGL, not gonna lie, but that teacher, I don't like him. Right? Shaking my head, SMH. Shaking my head, oh no. Right? Vibe is like the mood that you're in. And who knows what this one means? Sus. Well, that's sus. It's suspicious. Yeah, suspicious. Suspect. So like, if somebody tells you something and it's like too good to be true, you're like, that's sus. You know what I mean? I don't believe it. So that's a very popular one with the younger kids in English. And then no cap, who knows what that one means? No cap. It means, I'm not lying. No cap. I'm not lying. This is how it is. I made $10,000 last night. No cap. You know? And then ghosting, who knows what that means? Ghosting. If you're talking to a girl or a boy that you like, and then all of a sudden they disappear, you're like texting them, and then all of a sudden, they're gone. They blocked you or whatever. They ghosting you. Ghosting, okay? So that's some English slangs that I know, some abbreviations. And then here we have some Mandarin ones. Who knows what this one means? 520. No?
We don't want to say we know, but
Yeah, you can say it. I mean, you know, I won't take it personal. Okay, it means what I need, right? Yeah? Okay. So I know that one. And then that one means bye-bye. Right? And what does this one mean? I have to look it up. Who knows what that one means? Is it alright if I turn that off? Yeah? That one means, oh, this means laughing. Yeah. Used in gaming, apparently. It's similar to LOL, laughing out loud. I don't know how, but that's what I see here. And then that one means thank you. Yeah, 谢谢. 3? 3Q?
Uh,
What does that mean?
thank you.
Oh, like yes. Okay. What's this one? You know. What does that one mean?
You can use it in a circumstance that you're really angry or hate somebody.
Yeah, that happens
It
sometimes.
means go Taiwan die. Go die.
Go Taiwan. No? What?
This
It means
word
what?
means go die.
Go die. Oh yeah.
Means someone's very
Yeah.
and
I could have used that one yesterday. I was on the phone with somebody that pissed me off. But I said it something else even worse. But okay. What's 78? What's 78?
you think someone is 这个 English word 啦 ，English word 想一下。
Huh? Chicken? What? What does that one mean?
It means
Don't be
you
shy.
think somebody is stupid or like an idiot. This
Yeah.
means you really hate somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can be useful sometimes. All right. Anything else I should know about? We're good, yeah?
这个尬笑。对不起。
Okay. So yeah, that's what we're gonna kind of read about today. Some English slang and then other history of English and how English is evolving over time. Like, you know, new words coming up. Like, for example, the words. Everybody knows this word. It's not Mandarin. It's English, right? Everybody knows that word in Taiwan. A selfie, right? Selfie, yeah? What's a selfie? Yeah, exactly, right? I know every Taiwanese person knows that because I see everybody just taking pictures all the time. Like, huh?
Well, say the Chinese.
Oh, it's a Chinese word?
No, I'm saying the Chinese for this.
Oh, what do you say?
自拍的，是自拍的人。
对。
Zhu Pai? Okay.
有。
All right. Yeah, it's funny. The first time I went to the beach in Taiwan was right before Chinese New Year. And I was in, I think I was in Kaohsiung. And then you take the ferry to that little island and you go to the beach. And I went into the ocean and I was swimming. And I was the only person swimming. And then I looked back and everybody was in like their best clothes, like taking pictures on the beach, like doing a whole photo shoot for like hours. And I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, now I'm used to it. All right. And then, okay. All right. Okay, so are there any languages that have influenced the development of your native language? What do you guys consider your native language? Is it Mandarin, Taiwanese, what is it that you consider native language?
Taiwanese.
Taiwanese? Right.
Yeah.
At home, what do you speak at home? Mandarin? Everybody speaks Mandarin at home? All right. Your parents, do they speak Mandarin or Taiwanese to each other?
Both.
Both. And you understand everything they say? Okay. So you're bilingual. All right. And do you think Taiwanese has influenced Mandarin? Has the Mandarin in Taiwan changed because of the Taiwanese language?
The accent is a little bit
Different than what?
um, Chinese Mandarins.
Yeah, like they speak in China?
No.
Right.
The Mandarin that we speak in Taiwan is different to the Mandarin that the other people speak in Chinese.
Yeah, I know, because when I listen to Chinese people speak, it sounds very different. They speak louder, and it's like more aggressive. And
You don't have to just bring it on.
ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, like louder, more aggressive, and then they do something different with the like sounds different, right? And then when I went to Malaysia, there's a lot of Chinese people there, and they do speak another kind of Chinese, right? So I noticed that. Okay, so this one you might not know, but I know that other languages have influenced the development of English, because we use, in some instances, we use words from the French language or the German language. For example, the word cuisine, right? When we talk about food, we might say, oh, I love Japanese cuisine. That comes from the French word cuisine, which means kitchen. So English does have some words in there that are not originated in the English language, but we adopted them over time. Yeah, and then there's that question, do you think people should try hard to use correct language at all time? Well, it depends, right? Like, for example, here in Taiwan, when I listen to the radio, like sometimes I'm driving the car and I'm listening to any radio station to try and see how many words I can understand. And that Mandarin that they're speaking, is that like the standard Mandarin that people speak on the news? Is that different from what people speak in different areas of Taiwan? Or is it the same? Does all across Taiwan speak the same Mandarin? Or if you go to Taipei and Kaohsiung, people speak it in a different way?
Some people in Taipei can understand Taiwanese.
Can't or can? Can.
Means they most of the Taipei people
Can't.
Yeah.
Cannot understand Taiwanese because they're so far removed from the countryside. Is that why? Okay.
No.
No?
No.
What?
I don't think so.
No? You don't agree with what she said? All right. Let's have a debate. Let's debate. Tell her why you don't agree and do it in English. Yes.
Relative. My relative um, live in Taipei can speak Taiwanese.
Your relative in Taipei. Yeah.
I think it's more. I think it's more.
I think they can understand, but they don't want to talk for.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. So maybe the city people don't want to speak like the country people? Is that what it is?
No, I think their conversation is full of Mandarin, but they also can speak Taiwanese.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, my other question was, do people in different cities speak Mandarin in a different way? No, right? This is a very small country, so maybe not. But even in different states in America, people speak English, but they pronounce things differently.
Oh, but the different age people speak different accents.
Okay, like older people speak differently. Yeah. I also noticed that older people are very loud. Yeah, loud. They make a lot of noise. Like whenever I go to a coffee shop and I'm just trying to work, and then old people come in, I'm like, shit, I cannot work because they're just talking so loud and laughing really loud and playing the phone really loud. You know, like they're watching TikTok for like a half an hour on the top volume, and they don't know that there's headphones. They don't understand that you can just put headphones. Yeah, old people. All right. Here we go. I hope I didn't piss off anybody's grandma by saying that, but here we go.
How much sentence?
Let's do 3 sentences.
Like all languages, English has undergone many fundamental changes over time. The first form of English, now referred to as Old English, OE, or Anglo-Saxon,
Yeah, Anglo-Saxon.
was first spoken in England and parts of Scotland. It was spoken between the middle of the 5th and 12th century and was characterized by a comparatively limited vocabulary as well as numerous endings that marked the gender, number, and case of work. When the Normans invaded the British
Isles.
Isles in
1066.
1066, English came under the influence of the French-speaking conquerors, who became a new aristocracy.
Yep. Aristocracy.
The class differences of this period are still reflected in the language. The words beef, pork, and poultry, for instance, all come from French, yet the words cow, pig, and chicken all have OE origins.
This reveals who was taking care of these expensive animals and who has eating them. As one popular saying put it, French for the table, English for the stable. Besides adding many French words, the language also gradually lost many of its OE endings. This new form of English, referred to as Middle English (ME), developed from 1066 to around 1500.
Meanwhile, between 12 to
1200?
1200 and 1600, a major alteration occurred in the way people pronounce many vowel sounds, particularly the long vowels. The completion of this change, the Great Vowel Shift, marks the birth of the modern English language. Modern English developed rapidly during the reign of Elizabeth
The first.
the First, 1558 to
03.
1603, which was also the period when the great playwright William Shakespeare lived and wrote. His work had a profound influence on the language, introducing many new words and phrases that we now take for granted, like uncomfortable, which comes from Romeo and Juliet.
Very good.
Modern English. Modern English was characterized by more active attempts at standardization of English usage and spelling. During the 1600s and 1700s, many writers called for English to follow more regular patterns as French and Latin did. They also proposed that an English academy be created. No such academy was ever established, but numerous grammar texts and
Dictionaries.
started appearing.
Very good. Go ahead.
The first physical book of grammar rule was written by William
Lufton,
Lofton in
1734.
1734 and in 1761.
Joseph Priestley,
write and publish the
rudiments.
of English grammar. These texts were based on what the writers considered correct grammar rather than on an
Analysis
analysis of how people actually spoke and write. So their approach is referred to as
prescriptive
prescriptive grammar. In later years,
linguists
linguists agree that grammar should describe how people really use language and not how writers think it should be used, adapting an approach called descriptive grammar.
Good.
Today, English is spoken by so many people in so many different countries across the globe that it has become even harder to standardize. The contemporary consensus lies somewhere between the prescriptive and descriptive approaches. Educators generally try to follow something called Standard English (CE),
SE.
SE, so as to avoid a complete lack of order in the use of English.
Good.
However, as one can see in the differences in spelling and vocabulary between, say, British and American English, rules can be difficult to enforce. Think of examples such as the American spelling of words like organization or color, which are spelled organization and color in the UK. Both forms are seen as correct as long as they are used in the right country. To help ensure that Standard English stays up to date, Respect Dictionaries publish a new list of new words that have been accepted into the
Lexicon.
These may be words that started out as slang, and many are new technological terms. In 2014, the popular Merriam-Webster Colloquial Dictionary added selfie and hashtag. There have also been some significant changes in grammar over the years. For decades, prescriptivists argue that English sentences should never end in prepositions and that split infinitives was incorrect.
Splitting infinitives.
An example of the split
Infinitive.
infinitive is to really want instead of read to want. These days such rules are generally considered invalid because they come
What the hell?
from Latin,
You okay?
which is no longer viewed as a mode for English. Correct English grammar is now considered largely a question of functionality, style, and taste, and the context in which language functions is taken into account before facing judgment.
As long as people are able to communicate effectively and have a basic standard to guide them, English serves its linguistic purpose. After all, the only languages not in flux are those that are no longer in use.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about some of the words that we see in bold. Conquerors. So conquerors it's usually has to do with war, where one country invades another country. The invaders are the conquerors. The invaders if they are gaining ground, territory, and exert force, then we call them conquerors. So for example, you have the Israelis. Right now they are attempting to conquer those countries which have the Palestinians. And here, in this context, English came under the influence of the French-speaking conquerors, who became the new aristocracy. Aristocracy, that's like the upper class. The governing body or upper class usually made up of hereditary nobility. Hereditary nobility. Nobility. What's nobility? Does anybody know? People of noble status, like kings, queens, princes, royalty, right? Nobility. And that's hereditary, meaning if your dad is a king, you're going to be a prince or a princess because it's hereditary. It's in the bloodline. So the aristocracy could have a long reign of power because they just have to have a few kids and then it stays in the family. So they could keep ruling and be upper class and suppress people that didn't have the bloodline. Dubbed, right? That is, to dub is to name. So in this case, in this context, the completion of this change was dubbed the Great Vowel Shift. Yeah. I've never heard of it, so it's not super important. But usage, I've heard of dub, but I've not really heard of the Great Vowel Shift. Usage, the way we use things, the way in which words and phrases are used in the language community, in this case. The rudiments, first principles or basics. So this guy, Joseph Priestley, wrote a book full of rules of how the English grammar should be used. They called it the rudiments, the basic principles. Prescriptive, giving exact rules or instructions about how something should be done. Like when you go to the doctor, you get a prescription, a script. It says you should take this medication and you should take it 2 times a day for 2 weeks. That's a prescription. In this case, prescriptive grammar is, sticking to certain instructions and rules. And linguists are people who study language in a scientific way. For example, when I was in university, I studied communication, science of communication, and that's how I ended up being able to learn 6 languages. Seemed fairly easy when I was a kid. Now it's not that easy anymore because I'm older and my brain is not as quick as it used to be. So if you want to learn a lot of languages, do it while you're young because it will improve your ability to learn them. As you get older, it seems like your brain is so full with other stuff that there's no more room. In my case. Maybe I have a small brain, I don't know. But lexicon is the vocabulary of a particular language, and flux is the state of flow and change. Does anyone have any questions about any of what we just read? Any remarks, feedback? Nice. It's for my YouTube channel. You okay with that? Yeah? My Okay. So any questions? All right. No questions. Close your book. Conquerors. Talk to me. Conquerors. People who conquer, what do they do? People who conquer, they are conquerors. What do they do? So you probably have a question now. What is a conqueror, Roland?
A person go and fight a place.
Nice. Paid attention. Good. A conqueror is somebody who goes and fights in another place. Good one. Nice. All right. Flux. And if you don't know it, then you can ask me what it is.
Change.
Change. Yes, in a state of flow or change. Very good. Pass the mic. Nice. Yeah. Lexicon.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, very good. The vocabulary of a particular language. Good. Nice. All right. All right. I need to give you a difficult one because you're really good. Let's see. The rudiments.
Which one?
The
Is
rudiments.
it in the article or just the vocabulary download? Huh? 下面哪一个？第几个？ Oh, basic.
The basics, yeah. Very good. All right. Dubbed.
Too new.
Good one. You're good too. I gotta give you a difficult one. Okay. Aristocracy. Don't say it in Chinese. The aristocracy. Remember, if you don't know, you can ask me what it is. You just have to.
Upper class.
Upper class. Very good. Usage.
name，什么 to name？哦，不是，
Hey, wait, close your book, close your book.
哦，
You're cheating.
知道了啦。
You're cheating. Why are you looking at the book?
就是记错了，
Usage.
它叫什么？好像是用法的。
I mean, you looked at the book, now you know what it is, don't you? Don't pretend like you don't know now. Okay. Usage.
看得懂中文，看不懂英文。
What is it?
The way in which words and phrase and used in the language community.
Wow, that's really good. Wow. All right. Functionality.
The uses of something.
Yeah. The way something functions, right? Curtis.
Give him the most difficult one.
Yeah, of course. Close your book. You too. Close your book. Okay, what is the abbreviation? OE. OE. What does it stand for? Don't say it. OE.
Original.
Huh?
Original.
Original? Ah, no. OE. Old English. Old English. Okay? Okay. Okay. Last one. Alteration. Alteration.
Something that alternate.
Huh?
Something that alternate.
Close, but not quite. Alteration is a change. For example, if you go buy a pair of new pants, right, and they are too big, you can go get your pants altered. Go to a shop and they will sew it and make it tight. Yeah? Alteration. Changes. in any way. You can use the word alteration in many ways. It's in here somewhere. I saw it in here somewhere. We'll come across it again. Okay. So now, match the words with the correct definition. This should be easy now. Go ahead.
Standardize. To establish consistency according to set rules.
Yeah. Vowel.
Vowel. An open mouth resting tongue sound in a language.
Yeah.
Profound. Characterized by intensity of quality or importance.
Yeah. We also call that deep, profound. And here's another word coming from a different language. So, profound, it comes from the Spanish word profundo. Profundo means deep. And we use it in English, profound. And it means deep or intense or, you know, something very important.
Pronounce. To alter the sound of a word or part of a word.
Yeah.
Consensus. General agreement.
Yeah. Can you put that in a sentence for me?
Is an adjective or noun?
Here, I'll give you an
Or
example.
both?
I'm giving an example.
Okay.
The consensus is that smoking causes lung cancer. Okay? General agreement. General knowledge. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Let's keep going.
Linguistic or relating to language.
Yeah, very good. All right.
The development of Middle English began when the Romans conquered England. True.
True.
The Great Wall was very
Significant.
significant in the development of modern English. True.
Yeah. The great vowel shift was very significant in the development of modern English. What does that mean, significant? Significant. Who can give me another word? Important. Good. Next.
During the 7th century, an academy for English was established. True.
Is that right? Let's see. Was it during the 17th century? Where did you see that? During the 1600s and 1700s, many writers called for English to follow more regular patterns as French and Latin did. They also proposed that an English academy be created. No such academy was ever established, but numerous grammar texts and dictionaries started appearing. So no academy was established. That's false. Curtis.
Aristotle was one of the authors of the Rudiments of English Grammar. False.
False. Why was it false? Why is it false? How many authors did that book have?
William Newton and George Priestley.
Joseph Priestley wrote the Rudiments. The first official book of grammar rules was written by William Lofton, and then in 1761, Joseph Priestley wrote and published the Rudiments. So there was two different things, and there was only one guy who wrote the Rudiments, so not three. False?
Educators today use a purely descriptive approach to the grammar. False.
Yeah, that's false. What is the reading mainly about?
The history and development of English language.
Correct.
Which of the following best describe prescriptive grammar? B. Grammar that describe how people really use language.
Prescriptive.
A. Grammar that is based on what the writers consider to be correct.
Yeah, that is it. A.
What is the main idea of paragraph 6?
5. Paragraph 5. You said 6? Right?
Our book says 6.
Huh, interesting. My book says 5. Okay. Crazy. Alright, doesn't matter. Whatever, right? Let's go look at both of them.
But
The ABCD.
it's the same.
Yeah. Somebody was drinking when they wrote this. Okay, let's look at 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I think it's 6. 6, right? What is it?
A. There is no longer any single correct form of English.
Yeah, I agree with that. Whoa. Okay.
Which is an example of a grammar rule that has recently been relaxed.
Relaxed.
Relaxed. Don't spill infinitives.
Don't split infinitives.
A little bit tight.
Yeah.
Why does English use different words for an animal and its meat? The class difference of this
Do you remember reading about that? Why did that happen? I'll give you an example, okay? Chicken. When it's alive, it's called chicken, and when it's dead, we call it poultry. And that comes from the French word poulet. Poulet means chicken in French. So when it's cooked and ready to eat, we call it poultry. We also call it poultry when it's in the store and we buy it. It's a class difference. That's how it all started. The conquerors were French, and they were considered upper class. So they had different names for their food. They were using their language to name the food. And the English words were used to describe the food when it was still on the farm, because lower class would deal with farm animals and higher class would just eat the food whenever they want. So it's a class difference. That's how it all started. Doesn't make much sense, but it's still in use because today, in America, for example, people don't want to think where their food comes from. You see here, when you walk through the markets, you see dead animals everywhere. That's normal. Like you see ducks hanging in the store, and people are very used to knowing where the food comes from. You know, like you guys eat organs and don't think about it. Like you eat hearts and its intestines and things like that. I do too. I enjoy it. But in America, people don't want to eat that. They don't want to think about where food comes from. They don't want to think about these are dead animals. They want to think that, oh, I'm eating pork, not pig. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to sit there and eat and think about the pig. So they call it a different name. Oh, what did you eat for dinner? Oh, pork. You know? They're not going to think about the pig, right? But here, you guys are closer to where the food comes from. I think that's better because, you know, it just keeps it real. And if you're not prepared to kill the food to eat it, you shouldn't really deserve to eat it, I think. Because in America, you have chicken farms that, you know, those chickens have never seen grass. And they are being put in these mass farms. They're packed thousands of chickens, and that ends up being your food. It's not healthy. But anyway, the answer is it was a class difference. That's how it all started. Okay, next one, where are we?
How did Shakespeare influence the English language? He introduced many new words and phrases.
Yep, he introduced new words and phrases. Some, you know, like, who knows about Shakespeare? Have you heard of him? Okay, so the most famous quote of Shakespeare that I know is, "To be or not to be?" That is the question. All right? Many of the language that Shakespeare has in his work, I don't even understand it. It's Old English, but he also introduced newer terms that we still use today. All right, let's go.
Anglo-Saxon had many endings and a limited vocabulary.
Yeah, limited vocabulary.
The period ended with the Norman invasion in 1066.
Yeah, 1066.
He was contracted by its French influence.
I'm sorry. Which one are you reading right now?
French influence.
What are you reading?
French influence.
Which one are you reading? Oh, that one. M.E.
M.E.
M.E. was characterized by its French influence. Yes.
Owes much of its development to the Great Vowel Shift.
Modern English owes much of its development to the Great Vowel Shift. Contemporary English. So we skipped some of these, but it's okay.
The language continues to evolve as reflected in new vocabulary and relaxed grammar rules.
Yeah. So yeah, English is now a global language with no universally accepted set of standards. The language continues to evolve as reflected in new vocabulary and relaxed grammar rules. And then we have number 2 there. Somehow we missed that, right? No, we did that. Did we do that? Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Let's go. The Norman invasion.
The Norman invasion had a profound impact on English culture.
Yes, it did.
One difference between British and American English is that British English speakers do not pronounce the R in words such as hard.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Hard. In American English, hard. Right? In British English, they would say hard. So American English, the word hard, hard. You see how I'm pronouncing the R, right? In the UK, in British English, they'll say hard. So the R doesn't get pronounced. And there's many things about the English language that are very different. For example, in American English, if I say all right, in British English, you say oi. Oi, mate. You know? So there's so many differences, right? All right, and then we have all these other English languages like Scottish. Nobody knows what they're talking about. All right, let's go.
The names of some Welsh towns look unusual because they have no vowels such as BW.
I don't know how to pronounce that either. Okay.
So can I just spell it?
Yeah.
BWLC
Yeah.
in Southern Wales.
Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Many tribal languages are almost impossible to
Standardize?
standardize because they have no written system.
Writing system, yeah, like tribal languages. In Taiwan, you have tribal languages, right? You have, what do you call your tribal people here? Tribal people are people that, huh?
Original, traditional.
Yeah, like aboriginals, right? So when I was in Taiwan the first time, I was on the train, and there was a girl standing there, and she was on her phone, and I thought she was very cute.
A girl again?
Yeah, again.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just a man, okay? It's very normal, all right? So I thought she was cute, and I started talking to her. And then I gave her my IG, and we still connected as friends. Friends.
But you have grown right now, right?
Yeah, but we talk.
Oh.
It's you know, nothing wrong with that. But she is Aboriginal. She's Aboriginal. from Taiwan. Like, she's quite beautiful. And didn't really ask her much about that, but I know that the language is different, right? Huh?
We're just hanging a song.
A song? Can I have the microphone, please? Where's the microphone? Yeah, thank you. All right, Curtis, sing the song. Come on, you know the song. Don't be shy now. Let's go.
I can't.
You can't?
I can't.
Okay. Next time. Next time. All right. But yeah, so do the Aboriginals here have a writing system in the language that they speak? Do Aboriginal people have a writing system here? They write or they just speak? Anybody know that? You're laughing. You must know something I don't know. All right. Okay. Last, number 5.
The consensus of film critic seems to be that the movie is well worth seeing.
Yes.
The various countries of the Americas have historical, cultural, and linguistic connection to Europe.
Yeah. Linguistic connections to Europe. Okay. All right. So we have that supplemental reading. I know you don't want to do it. So we have 30 minutes left. Are there any questions? Any questions? No questions.
I have a question.
What is it?
How old are your girlfriend?
How old is my girlfriend? She's 10 years younger than me.
我靠，小秘密。哦。
She's one of the oldest girlfriends I've had. Like, yeah. I usually have girls that are 20 years younger than me. But I'm 52. I'm 52. How old did you think I was? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. What?
Maybe 40, I think. And I still read that thing, maybe 40.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I'm 52 and my girlfriend is 42. The girlfriend that I had before that is now 42, but when I met her, yeah, usually 10, 15 years younger than me, normally. Yeah. I've never dated an older woman. Any questions about the lesson? All right, so today I made a video about a video. I created a video with AI, and I thought it was a pretty cool project because the AI looks like a real human, and you can almost not tell the difference. You have a question?
Are you ready to get married?
Hell no. No, I'm sorry, but I did that one time. I got married and I got a divorce after 8 years. I got my divorce in 2007, like before you were born. And I told myself I would never get married again. Because I don't believe in marriage. You know, I'm not religious. There's just no advantages for men to get married. She better. Or I don't need a girlfriend. I'm okay without. Like, you know what I mean?
Can a girlfriend accept you don't want to get married?
Yeah. Otherwise, she would be gone, right?
How?
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. She's not the marrying type either. Yeah. And we don't have kids. She doesn't have kids, I don't have kids, so it's fine. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know how it is here in Taiwan, but in the West, a lot of men don't want to get married anymore. Because there's only advantages for the woman, not for the man. Unless you have kids, that's a different story. Like if, let's say I met a woman and then we had a kid, well, yeah, I guess probably should get married for making everything easier, yeah. But, yeah, I'm not planning on having kids either. I like kids, but I don't want them. What?
I said, if now you have a baby, that
No,
if your
too
baby
old.
is adult, you are already 70.
Yeah, I'm too old. But I like kids. I mean, my girlfriend her nephew has a kid. So her grandnephew,
What is that?
nephew is her, like, in most cases it's like if your brother has a kid, okay? That's your nephew. But even if you don't have a brother, but your uncle has a son, and that son has a kid, that's also your nephew. All right? So she has a grandnephew, right? And he is 1 year and a half. And we take care of him sometimes. When the parents are tired, they call us, and we take the kid to the park to play, or to McDonald's, or to we get on the train and go some different city to take care of the kid. And I have a good time. I like it a lot. But that's okay. I don't have to change his diapers. You know? I don't have to be with him 24 hours. So it's easy. All right. So, shall we read this last article then? Or not?
No.
Okay. So what do you want to do instead? What would you like to do instead of reading this article? We have to use our time wisely. Huh?
It's up to us.
Yeah, it's up to you. But you have to come up with good ideas.
可以帮我想一下。
可以看他 YouTube channel.
哦。
Can we watch your YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course. It's boring, but you can watch it. I'm going to show you my last video if you like. But it's not published yet. I haven't published it yet. But listen, the only way I'm going to show it to you is you have to talk about it afterwards with me. With me. If I show you the video I will ask you questions or you have to talk about it.
他不是那个什么旅游一个系列吗？
什么 digital 什么 printer backpacker。
他是找妹妹。
About what? It's about my business? Why? You think it'll be boring?
No, we think it will be really difficult to answer your question.
No, it won't not.
And we don't think we can understand the video. Maybe we can play the other exercise.
I think it will be actually a good exercise because you will listen
我觉得他可以提供一下。
and you'll have to get the general idea, right?
穿这样才草莓。
太草莓啊！那个空心菜农场哦。
哦，空心菜。
草莓在他身上踩。好淡。
So that's Taiwanese they're speaking, right?
那什么什么什么，他看起来不像我大内容。他看起来不像。他说。
All right, listen. We're going to watch a short video. It's 5 minutes long. 5 minutes, okay? But I will ask you questions at the end. You have to answer my questions at the end, okay? 5 minutes.
他的麦种。那什么时候全部都一遍？我正在看，虽然我没有订阅。
All right. Come closer so you can see it. So make sure everybody can see it. So it's 5 minutes long. Think about everything that's being said, and then we'll have 10 minutes where we're going to talk about it. You can ask me questions and I can ask you questions, okay? Ready?
Welcome to Your Nomads, where I'm here to guide you through building sustainable remote income streams and living life as a digital nomad. My name is Roland Craig, and I've been living this lifestyle for quite some time now, traveling the world, working remotely, and helping others do the same. This course will guide you step by step to develop multiple income streams, master the digital nomad lifestyle, and navigate the transition to freelancing, all while maintaining balance and success. Now, I know what you're thinking. How am I going to deliver all this valuable content and stay engaged with you throughout the course? Well, I'm excited to let you know that I have assistants to help me present this course. So, my assistants are designed to make learning even more engaging, dynamic, and honestly, a lot of fun. While I'll be checking in with you, one of our AI avatars will deliver many of the lessons, walking you through each concept step by step. Don't worry, our assistant is just as invested in your success as I am, and together we'll make sure you get the most out of this course. Now let's go and learn the skills so you can build the income.
Hello, I'm Angela. I'm one of Roland's assistants and your guide, while Roland is always in the background, ready to help you navigate your journey. In the course we are bringing to you, I'll explain concepts, break down lessons, and provide actionable tips so you can implement what you learn immediately. Plus, I'll add a unique flair to make the content more engaging. So, let's get started on this adventure. Together, with Roland's how to work remotely. Today, we'll cover not only what this lifestyle looks like, but also how you can successfully transition into it with practical steps. Lecture 1. What is the digital nomad lifestyle? Introduction. The digital nomad lifestyle is more than just working from a laptop. It's a way to take control of your work and life, creating the freedom to live anywhere while earning a sustainable income. But to thrive as a digital nomad, you need to know more than just how to work remotely. Today, we'll cover not only what this lifestyle looks like, but also how you can successfully transition into it with practical steps. Key concepts and practical solutions. 1. Defining the digital nomad lifestyle. Solution. To become a digital nomad, the first step is to evaluate whether your current job or skill set can transition to remote work. If you're in a traditional job, consider whether you can negotiate remote terms with your employer. If not, start learning in-demand skills like digital marketing, design, or web development that are highly sought after in remote job markets. 2. The rise of remote work. Solution. Take advantage of platforms like Upwork or Fiverr to find freelance gigs and start building a portfolio. If you prefer full-time remote work, websites like remote.co or We Work Remotely specialize in listing remote jobs across industries. Start by taking on small projects that you can do alongside your current work and gradually transition to a full-time digital nomad if it fits your goals. 3. Core benefits and how to leverage them. Freedom and flexibility. You have the ability to choose where and when you work. The trick is finding a balance between productivity and enjoying your new surroundings. Solution. Implement time.
I hope you've enjoyed the little teaser of what we're going to bring to you. 5 Power Pack modules, 16 lectures, from mastering the digital nomad lifestyle to building income streams, attracting high-value clients, and scaling your business. Everything you need to create a location-independent life and real-world assignments, hands-on tasks that turn knowledge into action. Build your vision, craft a winning pitch, create shareable content, and so much more. Also, you'll get downloadable resources, checklists, templates, and guides to simplify and supercharge your personal journey. I hope to see you succeed in your nomad school. Let's go get it.
All right. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? Who's got questions? Who's got questions?
I think most of the people maybe can't understand the video.
Okay, well then you have questions. Ask me any question, like what is the video about? If you don't know what it's about, right? Does anybody know what the video is about? Was it too fast?
She said digital nomad.
Yes. All right, great. That's a good start, right? What is a digital nomad? Travel around. Yeah. So before I came into this school, I didn't have a job. I don't need a job. I'm only doing this because I want to try it and see if it's fun. All right? If it's not fun, I would not do it. But I'm doing it because I'm curious. And I can go anywhere with my laptop and make money in any country at any time. I can work 2 hours a week or 20, doesn't matter, right? That's because I spent probably a year building everything up to where I could leave the United States and travel anywhere I want. And there's a lot of people in the world that want to do the same thing. They don't know how. And this is my way of helping them. I have a course. What you just saw was one piece of one lecture, but I have 16 lectures explaining everything in the course. And this is a promo. It's like an intro, a teaser, we call it a teaser, right? This word right here, teaser, right? A teaser is a small sample of something much bigger. And there are people who are working 9 to 5 jobs, like most of your parents, and they feel trapped, right? Trapped. I was in that position years ago. I was trapped because the only way I could make money is to go work 9 to 5 in an office and get a paycheck. And if I didn't go to work, I didn't get a paycheck. And if my boss didn't like what I was doing, he was in my face. And I did not like that. I wanted to be the boss. So I spent many months learning and figuring out how I could do that. And that's what I teach. So ask me some questions and I will give you answers on how I did it, how I make money, and all that stuff. Ask me some questions in English.
Why does the girl in the video speaking like no emotion? Is that AI?
It's AI, yeah. She's not real. What? No, you,
I mean, the girl is really pretty.
yeah, she's convincing, yeah? But yeah, after about 5 seconds, you realize she's not real. So, do you have any questions? Because we didn't watch this video for my entertainment. It's just, I want to make sure you guys can talk about it. Ask questions. Vivian, you have any questions? Do you know what the video was about?
A little.
Yeah? Any questions? No? Curtis, you have a question, don't you? What is your question?
How do you know about the knowledge about this work? If you watch the YouTube or to ask someone?
Oh, okay. So, when I was working my 9 to 5, when COVID came, I was sent home. They sent me home. And I was working remotely at home. And I found out that the job that usually takes 8 hours, I could actually do in 4 hours because it was not that hard. And so I had 4 hours to work on the job and then 4 hours to figure out how to not have a job, right? So I spent a lot of time doing research and trying different things. And what I found is that you can freelance. Who knows what that means? Freelance. It's working online and you are the boss. you can work for, if this is me, the freelancer, I can work for all these different companies part-time on a different contract basis. So I can do a project for this company, get paid here, get paid here. And some of these jobs will be one time and some of them will be repeat. But nobody can control me because I'm my own boss. And that is called freelance. And so there are different websites that I can go to and put my profile where people can see the work that I can do. And they can pick me for their project. And then we can work together for 3 days, a week, and then next project. For example, I did a project last week, or the week before. I went to Taichung for 3 days to shoot video for a fitness company. Fitness. And they paid me today. So I did 3 days of work. I got paid $1,300 US for 3 days. Yeah. But now they have my picture, my video, for the rest of however long they want. I sold the rights to my video, right? That's why it's so expensive. Because the work for 3 days, it's not worth this much money. They pay me for the rights to use my content. Okay, any other questions? We have 5 minutes. New companies? Oh, if I don't have any work, I relax because I don't need it. I go on vacation. Yeah.
Can you have enough money when you don't have work? Can you have enough money when you don't have work?
Yeah, I already made enough money in my life to not have to work. Yeah. I could retire, but I'm not. I want to do stuff. I'm an active person. Yeah. I don't have to work, but I enjoy it because I'm a creative person. Okay? I want to ask you all a question, okay? So, who knows what they're going to do for a living later? What are you going to do?
Maybe a biologist.
Biologist, okay. That's why you like watching birds, yeah. A vet? Nice, yeah. You?
I don't know.
Who knows what they want to do? Who knows what you want to do for a living? When you finish school, what do you want to do? Are you going to have a job or are you just going to get married? You're going to have a job. And what are you going to do? What would you like to do? If you had a choice to do anything you want, what would it be?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Curtis, what are you going to do with your life?
people don't know how to do.
That's true, yeah. But hey, when I was a teenager, I knew what I wanted to do. Yeah. I wanted to be a fitness coach. A coach. I wanted to be a coach for athletes. I wanted to be a coach for athletes. And I did that. And I was a coach for 25 years. Longer than you have been alive. Yeah, go home. Bye-bye.